Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christy Lynn, this is baby Evelyn, and today we are talking about her 6-month update because she is half a year old now. So a lot has changed since the last update, so let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So right around the time she turned about 5.5 months, I guess it was about when she was about 23 to 24 weeks, she got her first tooth and then her second tooth. And so her bottom teeth came in, and she's got a pacifier in, so I can't really show you right now, but I'll try to insert a clip or a picture or something if I don't get to show you in this video. But yeah, so she got her teeth in. She went through a couple painful days when they were coming in, but she did really well other than that. Going from 5 months to 6 months, she was very difficult to keep entertained during her 5th month. And she just was extra clingy, and it was just because she was going through a developmental leap, so she really needed to be entertained, and she couldn't entertain herself very much. So that was challenging, but like I've learned with babies, most things are just phases and they do pass. So that one did pass after a while, and now she's gone back to being very good at playing and entertaining herself, and yeah, she's becoming more and more independent as the days go by, and so it's just so sweet to watch as she's growing up day by day. If I ever do find that I need to do something extra to entertain her, if I just need to change up the scenery a little bit, I'll bring her out in the house, show her around different objects in the house, let her touch them, feel them, and then I'm going to show you one of her favorites right now. This is one of her favorite ever activities to do. You just lay 2 paw holders on the counter, put her feet on top of them. Is it you? Is it you? Who's that little baby? Who's that little baby? So yes, so now she's just really easily occupies herself. She loves looking at details. Just like last month, she's still very much into the details of things. So looking at the tags on her toys, and also, you know, oh, it's okay. On her play mat, it's got all kinds of different areas that keep them entertained. So during the different phases of their development, there's little spots on her Love Every play gym that she will explore as she's reaching these new stages in her development. So one of the sections you can has this little slip cover where you can put a mirror and also some different cards in it. Like I put some black and white cards in it, but you can put whatever pictures you want. And so she's been exploring that. She loves just picking it up and down, and revealing the pictures. Here, you want to sit down in your basket of toys? Okay, we'll put her down here. Here you go. So right now, the leap that she's in, she is learning all about distance and relationships, and how when something is hidden or out of sight, it hasn't vanished. So she needs to learn that it's not gone just because she can't see it. So something that the little play gym has helped so much with is just letting her explore those things, letting her see that, you know, there's like a little pocket that a toy will slide into, or she also just, you know, will pick up the rug, she'll pick up a blanket, put it back down. So she's very into exploring, and just hopefully this will help her learn that next phase where, you know, things aren't disappearing just because she can't see them, because that kind of troubles her a little bit, but we'll get into that more later on in the video. Yeah, along with details, she is loving anything nature related. We will go outside multiple times a day just to change up the scenery for her a bit, and even here in her nursery, she'll just stare out the window at the leaves blowing in the wind. She loves that, so I think it's really cute that she's really into nature and the little details on the plants and the trees outside. She is really finding her voice now. I mean, she has babbled and all that in the past, but now she's really experimenting with just screaming and yelling and screeching and just lots of loud sounds. And so she is definitely all about making loud sounds with her toys, just bashing them against things, like her pacifier right now. She's hitting her little rattle into her pacifier. But she also will just like make a lot of screeching sounds and just exploring her voice and realizing she has one, and so she's definitely getting a lot more talkative, which is really exciting. Say hey. She is just determined to being able to get around better. So she's able to get her knees up underneath herself and kind of pick up her butt. And then she can also lift herself up on her arms. But she hasn't done both of them at the same time to be able to crawl yet. But she's so close, I think. And I really think she's going to be there probably any week now, as she just keeps on and keeps on practicing. She's so close, which I'm super excited about, but also a little nervous because then I'm going to have to really watch her and make sure the whole house is safe, or get one of those playpens for her. So yeah, I'm keeping my eye on that because the time is coming very soon, I think, where I'm going to have to just keep a more careful watch on her or get some sort of playpen. So now she can sit on her own. That is that's very different from last month. That just kind of seemed to happen like overnight. There was one day where it's like, you know what, she kind of seems like she's almost there. And then the next day she could sit on her own. I mean, she can't sit up, but she can sit. She can balance herself. So if we put her into the seated position, she can sit there, play with her toys, look through her basket. It's one of her favorite pastimes to just sit there and take her toys out of her little basket and explore them all on her own. And of course I sit right behind her just in case. I don't let her sit, you know, in a distance at all because she still topples over all the time. She's not perfect at balancing yet, but she's really good at it at this point. And she is even able to sit herself up from an angle. So if she is like leaning against me, she can sit up from that position. Yeah, so if she's leaning against something or leaning against me at like a slant or an angle, she can sit up from that position, but I expect it'll be a while before she'll be able to sit up like from flat on the floor. But yeah, I'm super proud of her. It's just so cute to see her growing in her independence and see her just sitting there going through her toys, and she just loves that independence. She loves being able to do things on her own, and she's just so curious. And then this is really fun. She has started understanding short sentences. I actually didn't realize babies would do this early on, but then I was reading that it is actually normal. So I've noticed that she was actually kind of responding, not in words, but just you could tell she understood some short sentences that we would say. So for instance, she'll understand if we ask like, where's Coda, the dog? She'll look over and kind of like screech for him. So she knows like his name. Evelyn, Evelyn, where's your tree? Evelyn, where's your tree? Where's your tree, Evelyn? Evelyn, where's your tree? Where's your tree? Yeah, there it is. It's out there. And it's also like really encouraging to, you know, keep practicing, keep talking, because sometimes it feels like babies don't understand anything. So it's like, you know, can feel like it's pointless kind of to like talk a lot, but I think it really helps them understand as soon as possible if you're like describing what you're doing. So I do try to do that as much as I can, and it's hard because sometimes you're just so tired that you don't want to talk, but it definitely has encouraged me a lot lately, just seeing that she is actually understanding. And I know it will be quite a while before she starts being able to respond and use the words that she's learning, but still just seeing her face light up, just seeing her, you know, kind of do the things that we ask her, it's like really encouraging. The last thing I wanted to touch on is separation anxiety. This is something that is really common for a lot of babies, according to her pediatrician and the research I've done. And this is something that goes along with that leap that I talked about in her last update. So her 5th leap, a lot of babies will experience this, and that is when they're learning all about distance and all about relationships, and they need to learn that just because something is out of sight doesn't mean it's vanished and gone. So we have been going through a period where if I even just set her down and walk out of the room, she would really cry and become almost afraid, and that was really hard to see. And so there were definitely days where I felt like I could not leave her side at all. And so I've just tried to be really patient with her as she gets through this. We've tried to play a lot of peekaboo, a lot of like kind of hiding her toys halfway, and then like I said, she's exploring on her own, just, you know, opening and closing things, lifting and hiding things, turning pages, picking things up and down. So she's kind of realizing for herself, I think, that she can make something go away and then come back, vanish, come back, but it's not really gone, it's still there on the underside. So I think that's helping her a lot, because since she's really started even exploring this on her own, I've noticed extreme advances that she is now letting me leave the room, and so she's doing very well. But this has affected not only just like us, me being able to leave the room, but she doesn't like anybody else to hold her besides Doug and I, which usually it's just us right now anyways, but we have had some events and things we've had to go to, and if anybody wants to hold her that is not us, then she does freak out a little bit. And I mean, I don't blame her, she's going through this right now, and so I do try, I am a bit protective, so I do try to just, you know, make sure we're the ones that are mainly holding her. And you know, I don't want her to never get used to it, never get used to someone else holding her, so we do, you know, let people hold her. But again, it's not super often, but we do, you know, try to help her branch out a little bit, but also understand this is just a phase she's going through, and as soon as she starts learning the meaning of distance and relationships and how that all works, and I think she'll settle down a lot with that. But yeah, it's just all about them being able to differentiate familiar from unfamiliar and that type of thing. So yeah, it's been hard to see her go through this, but it is something that will take time. And so if your baby is going through it, just know that it will get better. She's already getting better leaps and bounds than when it started, and I don't know if it's going to regress, how long this lasts, but my doctor, her doctor rather, said that some babies go through this up until even, I think she said 15 to 18 months, so it can go on for a long time. So I'm not sure how it's going to go, but Evelyn seems to be a really fast learner, so I think she's making progress already. Anyways, that is going to wrap up this video. I need to get back to Evelyn. She is ready to do the next thing and play. She's currently on her swing right now, so that's probably not going to have her entertained for too much longer. But if you enjoyed this video, let me know, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you want to see any other videos. I always love hearing your requests, and if you have a baby near Evelyn's age or you're expecting, I'd love to hear about that too. I love connecting with you all in the comments here on YouTube. It's so much fun just meeting other moms this way. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!